Steven Gerrard, Ryan Giggs, Kobe Bryant. 3 heroes, 3 legends, 3 men whose career has an incredible feat that allows them to join an exclusive list, the list of one club men. In today's power-hungry world of players that just want more and more money, I'm going to take you through 5 players who are still playing for the club that they originally started their career with. No loans, no transfers, no nothing. And for the purposes of this video, the list includes players that have played for at least 8 seasons with their clubs. Otherwise, the list will be as long as Jose Mourinho's list of excuses as to why he loses all the time. First on our list is a player whose consistency over the last 15 years is made all the more impressive than the fact that he is a goalkeeper. And as any keeper will tell you, once you get out of the team, it's pretty difficult to come back in. In between the sticks, consistency is absolutely key. But for CSKA Moscow, they've had no such issues with Igor Akinfeev in goal. The Russian made his debut at age 16 and after a few seasons getting used to the rigours of playing professional football, had a major knee injury in 2007. However, since then, in the past 10 seasons, he's missed 9 league matches, which means that he has played 291 out of a potential 300 games. So how does someone who's playing so well and so consistently for club and country not get a transfer? Well, in 2008, when Oli Kahn retired from Bayern Munich, he was touted to replace him in Germany. The same thing happened when Alex Ferguson was looking for a replacement for the ageing Edwin van der Sar. But in 2010, a move to Arsenal was this close. However, after that fell through, Akinfeev decided that maybe Russia is where he should stay. And with the amount of wages that they get paid over there and the low amount of tax due to them being considered artists, it's a pretty good deal for him financially. Next on the list is someone who really typifies German football, especially at Bayern Munich. Having made his debut back in 2008, Thomas Müller has gone on to score over 100 goals for Bayern Munich and win everything there is to win in football. His presence in the team for such a long time is partly due to the fact that he's a brilliant footballer, but also partly due to the fact that he can play in many positions all over the pitch. He came through the youth team as a midfielder, but as his career has progressed, he's taken on the role of attacker for Germany and for Bayern Munich. For his club, he plays more central and sometimes as an out-and-out striker, whilst for Germany he often plays on the right-hand side of a front 3. The man himself has called himself a Raumdeuter, which in German literally translates into the interpreter of space, meaning that his unorthodox style of dribbling and running finds him in places that no other player can, and he uses this to an advantage. So with this level of pedigree, you thought he'd be on to pastures new by now. Well, throughout his career, Manchester United and Barcelona have both been linked with the striker. However, for a Bavarian-born German international who loves playing for Bayern Munich, it seems unlikely that he'll move, especially with his club competing and often winning trophies throughout Europe and in his home country. When you join a club in Italy, especially one with such history as Roma, you know they're going to be a part of your heart wherever you go and whichever club you play for. And for someone who's from Rome and a lifelong Roma fan, it makes it near on impossible to leave, as Daniele De Rossi has found out. The midfield leader has been in the first team since 2001 and heads into his 18th season with them this year. However, last year in an interview he did say it's one of his regrets, the fact that he didn't leave. He was stated as saying that he'd wish he'd gone abroad to Spain or England just to see what it was like with the atmosphere inside the stadiums and how different footballing countries across Europe work. In the end, De Rossi said that every time he ran out onto the pitch and thought that this could be his last game in Roma's fantastic Stadio Olimpico stadium, he just couldn't leave. Now, I don't know about you guys, but someone showing that kind of passion and loyalty to a club is rather admirable. He may have only won 3 trophies with Roma during his 18 years, however he can count himself as one of the lucky ones who was part of the 2006 World Cup winning squad with Italy. Surely that's enough for any footballer's career, right? Still, his tenacious style of play over the years has attracted interest from the likes of Chelsea and Real Madrid, but as mentioned before, he just couldn't bring himself to leave Rome. To be honest, I can see him moving after his years at Rome are done, maybe to China or to the MLS, but for now, he'll stay as an absolute legend in Rome, like previous one-club man incumbent Francesco Totti. Now we head over to Spain, and surprisingly enough, not to one of the 2 big clubs, although we will get to them later on. Rather, the next player is a stalwart of the 3rd biggest team in Spain, Atletico. Having joined the first team in 2008 at the age of 16, he has gone on to play over 300 games for the Red and Whites and win 6 trophies. And now at the age of 26, Koke makes his way onto our list as the youngest player and potentially the most likely to move. He's got incredible ability on the field, and that has seen a lot of potential suitors for him across Europe. A few years ago, Pep Guardiola showed interest in bringing Koke to the Etihad when he joined. Alongside this, Isco at Real Madrid also dared Koke to make the trip across town to his rivals when he was said to be unhappy at Atletico. But no one's really doing that unless you're Sol Campbell. But in the last year, however, Koke stopped these rumours by putting pen to paper on a new 7-year deal, which will keep him at Atletico well into his 30s. Either a club's going to have to literally break the bank to sign him, or he'll continue to be one of, if not the best players to have ever pulled on the Atleti shirt. Good on him. Now finally we have the jewel in this crowning list. The irreplaceable, the unbelievable player who has so many skills and seems to so often defy what you can and can't do on a football pitch. Ever since he was a child, Barcelona is all he's ever known, and the walls of La Masia have provided a safe house for him to practice, learn and grow into one of the best players to ever play for Barcelona. And with a few years left in the tank, he can already count himself as one of the club legends, alongside Carlos Puyol, Ronaldinho, Andres Iniesta and Johan Cruyff. Of course, it's Sergio Busquets. Nah, I'm only playing with you, it's definitely Lionel Messi. However, that attempt at a poor joke has revealed that in fact there is some truth behind it, and that the likes of Messi and a few others have been grown almost to be a one-club player at Barcelona. Now, Carlos Puyol was a true one-club man, but had it not been for one last move when they're all trying to seek a bit of a big payday like is the norm nowadays, the likes of Xavi, Iniesta and Victor Valdez could have all spent their whole career at Barcelona. It's this kind of in-house loyalty, along with the success, which has allowed Barcelona to keep so many key players within their ranks, and Messi is no different. He's treated like an absolute king, he can get whatever he wants, he's paid however much he wants, so I can't really see him leaving. Even if someone did come in for him, as Man City were apparently going to do a few years ago, it would have to take a deal that is so ridiculous you wouldn't even see it on FIFA. So with that being said, whatever you make of the Ronaldo versus Messi debate, the air of romanticism will always linger around Leo, and for that point, I can see him staying at his club for his whole career. So there you have it, my list of 5 one-club men who are still playing. Do you think any of them will ever move? Who are your favourite one-club men? I want to hear all of them in the comment section below, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Hell, get me out of this jumper.